Hello, this is SJ Talks to Life coming back at you. Uh, I got my curtains washing, so excuse the glare from the window in the back. I want to talk about this YouTuber by the name of Leonard Roy. Leonard R. I think it's Leonard with two R's. Roy. Um, I'm very vocal about black men bashing black women on here on YouTube. I'm over it. I'm over. Um, it's over black women being bashed publicly, bashed by black men. I'm just over it. I really don't care if people are tired of me talking about it. I don't really care. I don't care anymore. Um, and I'm taking my channel into another direction. I'm gonna be advocating. I'm gonna be doing more videos advocating more for black women because I'm really, really getting tired of black women being attacked all the time. Getting sick and tired of black men coming on social media and consistently bashing black women. And I know black women bash black men too, but they're doing it in retaliation for black men are consistently coming on social media bashing black women. It's much worse. It's much worse coming from the black men. Black men are the only race of men that publicly bash their own women. Because I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I honestly do not see other races of men coming on here bashing their women. Black men are the only race of men that do that. And a lot of actually, I was going to do a whole nother video talking about these beta black male YouTubers. That's a whole nother video. That video is coming. But I have an issue. I have a little bit of an issue. I started out watching, I was watching his content, and some of it I like, but he does a lot of small videos, like per day. He does lots of little small videos. But I noticed that low key, he likes to bash black women. And, I don't have a problem with putting some of these guys on blast because I'm sick of it. This guy is older. He's an older black man. And that's what I want to talk about. When black men get to be a certain age and they want to come on social media and bash black women because they're bitter when they get to a certain age and they come on YouTube and they bash black women. And you can tell that it's coming from a bitter place. All of them are bitter. But then when they get to be a particular age and they're coming on YouTube and doing it, it's problematic. He's a man of a particular age. Now, I'm not one for attacking people for their age because I'm older. But when you get to be a man, a black man of a certain age, particular age, and then you want to come on social media and bash black women, that's yeah, it's coming from a bitter place. You could tell it's coming from a bitter place. It's like this, when black men get to be a certain age and they're bashing black women. They had issues with black women. It's because they had some bad experiences with black women in their younger years. Or, I'll say or, they couldn't get the black women that they wanted. In a lot of cases, is that they couldn't get the black women, just like O'Shea Du Jackson likes to come on here and bash certain celebrity women, and some of them he bashes on like Angela Simmons. I don't know what is it with him and Angela Simmons. He's always bashing her. He bashes her every chance he gets. It's because she represents the women he could not get. She represents the women that he wanted when he was younger and he couldn't get. And that's the problem with some of these black men, these bitter black men, when they come on YouTube at a particular age and be bashing black women, is because they have bad experiences when they were younger and they could not, and or, which is, you know, 9 times out of 10, could not get the black women that they wanted. And they're bitter because they couldn't get the black women that they wanted. You know, whatever their preference is, whatever their preference was, they couldn't get her. So now they're bitter. They're angry and they're bitter. They're old. They done got old. They done hit the wall. Because isn't that what they always accuse of? They always say that we hit the wall. They always saying black women hit the wall. But they hit the wall too. It takes a long time for a black woman to hit the wall. But they be hitting the wall too. They get to be a particular age, like this man. They done hit the wall. And now they want to come on YouTube and low key. Because he does it low key, kind of low key. And bash black women. Now today he did a video talking about black women when I'm sick and tired of black men always bashing black women for being independent. As if we didn't have a choice. Of course, that's a whole nother video. They always bashing us for it. Imagine, I was just thinking about this the other day. Putting women, your race of women, in a position to where they have to, a good percentage of them have to fend for themselves. And then turn around and bash them for doing just that. Wrap your mind around that. Because a lot of black women are independent because we have to be. We didn't have no choice. I'll be back. So a lot of us are independent because we have to be. But that's a whole nother video. I'm going to get into that in a whole nother video. I'm getting sick and tired of black men throwing that up in our face. Like we walk around, like, you know, all of us are walking around with our chest stuck out talking about we're independent. Ain't no, a lot of times black women are saying that as a defense mechanism. But anyway, like I said, that's a whole nother video. But he said, oh, since black women are so independent, you know, when they need something fixed, they call on a man. And then when they ask me, can I fix their car and all that? Why don't you contact that guy that, you know, you having sex with? You know, that's what he said. Why don't you contact that guy you're having sex with? You know, but you ain't giving me nothing. You know, don't you know a guy that's a mechanic? Why don't you call your guy that you're having? It's to suggest that all black women are out here just, you know, laying it low and spreading it wide. And all of us are not doing that. So there was a stereotype there. And then he said, you ain't giving me none and all this kind of stuff. So basically what he's saying in so many words, you're not going to be a gentleman and help a woman out unless she gives you something in return. I said, wow. It's just recently. It's over there. That's what he said. So basically you have no respect for black women. You don't want to be. I had a mechanic that he did a lot of things for me out of the kindness of his heart. He was the sweetest man one of the sweetest men that I ever met in my life. And he never not once asked me for any sexual favors. Not even once. And we winded up being really good friends. And this man was a huge blessing to me. He was the perfect gentleman. And he didn't ask me for sex, not once. Not once. Didn't even suggest it. You can't help a woman out. You can't just help a woman out of the kindness of your heart without her giving you something. I'm just men are like that are scumbags. They're scumbags. You take a woman out to dinner. You expect her to give you sex. Like we're a bunch of hookers. Like black women are a bunch of hookers. Like we're a bunch of hookers. I don't want to be within 10 feet of a man that has that mentality. That's what he said. And so it's just Elder did a video, Elder Rashawn did a video, Elder Truth did a video saying that he never says anything about white people. He's always talking about black people. Yeah, and that's an issue too. But he low-key bashes black women. And that's what they do, particularly when they get older like that. And they're bitter because they made bad choices. It all boils down to the fact that you guys picked the wrong women. You're always worrying about how a woman looks instead of looking about what's on the inside. That's also another video. Instead of worrying about what's in the inside, you're so busy worrying about aesthetics because your standards are sky high when it comes to black women, but you lower them when it comes to other races of women. So you get a woman based on looks and she dumps on you, then you want to blame all the black women. Well, it's not all the black women's fault that you don't know how to pick a good woman. Isn't that what you guys tell us, that we need to choose better? You guys need to choose better. And stop blaming it. Well, how many black women are in America? 2 million? It's more than that. Stop blaming the millions of black women that's in America for your bad choices. Take accountability. And don't get mad at the rest of us black women because you couldn't get the ones that you wanted. And now you're walking around here bitter. You're at a particular age and you're walking around here bitter and coming on social media bashing black women every chance you get. Talking about his veteran. Now, I respect veterans. Thank you for your service. But he talks about his little check and all that stuff he got coming in. He puts his business all out on YouTube, and he talks about his little check he got coming in and all this kind of stuff. Don't nobody want your money. Don't nobody want your money. Don't nobody want your money. Brags about what he has and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm saying. These betas, these older, bitter betas like him that likes to come on YouTube and low-key bash black women, need to quit. You need to go seek Jesus, and you need to go seek a therapist and get yourself some help. And stop taking everything out on black women. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm over it. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Until the next video, you guys be blessed.